The replacement of a sweat valve can be a little bit intimidating if you're not used to copper soldering. Today I'll show you how to replace a complete valve in 5 minutes on stylish DIY.
Here are the tools you'll need when soldering copper pipe. Because my main shut-off valve in this older home is located in a crawl space, it is easier for me to turn off the water using the main valve in the front yard. To drain the pipes, open one faucet on the lowest level of your house and another faucet on the upper level.
Personally, for peace of mind, I always make sure I have my fire extinguisher nearby, just in case, you never know.
Adjust the torch to a small flame and heat up the body of the valve. If your valve is too close to a wall or a cabinet or something, you can purchase flame protective cloth to safeguard it. As soon as the solder starts melting, twist and pull the valve off the copper pipe with pliers. Remove the remaining molten solder immediately with a cloth. If you want to replace your valve cover, now is the time. Properly cleaning and preparing the copper pipe and valve is one of the most important steps to soldering. You can purchase specialized cleaning tools to clean the outside and inside of the pipe, but to be honest, sandpaper will do just fine. The removal of all oxides and surface oil is crucial for the flow of solder. Now don't forget to put the new valve plate on, because afterwards it's too late. I'm not even gonna try to attempt saying this word, but that's apparently what it's called. Now if a plumber sees this video, he's probably gonna roll his eyes, because you're really not supposed to apply flux with your fingers. You're supposed to use a special little brush. I just couldn't find mine. Flux paste creates a chemical reaction so that when solder is melted, it sticks to the copper. You want to make sure that your valve actually fits onto the pipe before you start soldering. Another very important step is to make sure that the valve is open. You want the hot air or steam that might form from some of the leftover water in the pipe to escape through the valve and not through the soldering on your fitting, because that can cause the tiniest leaks. And even though you have a brand new valve, you still want to make sure to clean the inside of it properly with your brush. Apply a layer of flux, then push the joint together to its full depth. Now you want to heat up the valve evenly by starting at the bottom. Professional plumbers that have to do hundreds of fittings a day usually have a flameless soldering tool. But using the torch that you have in your dessert drawer will do just fine. You know the one that you use to melt your marshmallows and make your fancy creme brulees with. Sorry, I got a little lost there for a moment. Back to soldering. All kidding aside, propane torches are very affordable. They're very useful to have around the house, not just for soldering purposes. Don't apply heat directly to the valve, that could damage it. Test your solder and see if it starts melting every now and then. And once you reach that melting point, remove the flame and immediately run the solder all the way around the fitting. The capillary action will pull the solder into the fitting and displaces the flux. Once you're done, let the valve cool off, wipe off the excessive flux with a rag, turn the water back on, get all the air out of the system, and make sure there is no leak. As always, thank you for watching. If you like to see more of this kind of videos, please subscribe and push the like button. See you next time.